Even legends have their soft spots, and for Beatles icon Paul McCartney, there's one song that never fails to bring him to tears. Despite having written countless classics like Hey Jude, Band on the Run, and Get Back, McCartney admits that it's not one of his own hits that moves him most. Instead, it's a timeless ballad by the late Beach Boys genius Brian Wilson that touches him deeply. God Only Knows. Paul has long called the song one of his all-time favorites. So powerful, in fact, that he once broke down in tears during a soundcheck with Wilson himself. Recalling the moment, Paul shared, "It's just too much to stand there singing this song that does my head in, and to do it next to Brian? I couldn't hold it together." Tragically, Brian Wilson passed away at the age of 82 after a prolonged struggle with dementia. His family announced the news on his official Instagram page, prompting a wave of tributes from fans and fellow musicians alike, including McCartney. Their paths had crossed several times, but fans have always wondered why the two never formally collaborated. On Reddit, one user asked, "Why have McCartney and Brian Wilson never written together? It seems like a missed opportunity." Another replied with a wink, referencing McCartney's playful, uncredited cameo. Paul did contribute. He played celery on the Beach Boys track Vegetables. While they never shared a writing credit, their respect for one another was profound. In 2002, McCartney joined Wilson on stage in Los Angeles for a moving live rendition of God Only Knows. Fans still remember that night and the emotion Paul carried with him. Reflecting on the song, McCartney once said, "It's one of the few songs that reduces me to tears every single time. It's just a love song, really, but it's done so brilliantly. That's Brian's genius." And it wasn't only Wilson who stirred such emotion. Paul also fondly remembered his fellow Beatle George Harrison, mentioning Brainwashed as another song that holds a special place in his heart. "He didn't suffer fools gladly," Paul smiled. "But George was a lovely man. I love him dearly. I grew up with him. And I like to remember all the good times." Even for a man who helped shape the soundtrack of the 20th century, certain songs and certain people still leave him speechless.